Hi, and welcome back to Gone Home. I know this is not where I logged out, because it's a new session. I think it's going to be the last one, but previously there's about 3 letters I wanted to read that I was having issues with, so I'm hoping... Yay, we have text. Dear Jan, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our own periods. It's been a bit of a way of life. Actually, you get used to each other. You live your own lives in the same house. The kids grow up, they go away. I'm sorry. This isn't helping, is it? Don't worry. Terry will get over whatever's distracting him. Things will go back to normal. And for Sam being distant, that's a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled burn that sounds like quite an adventure, but let's cut to the chase. This new ranger they sent, that's what I wanted to hear about. Ranger Rick. You have to be kidding me. It's too perfect. Give me a second, just got to clear my throat. You have to tell me everything. And send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounded wrong. There goes the lovely lightning again. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of the slump, and in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carroll. She adores them. Nice. Quite glad that I actually read that. So, you are done. Now, we had another note in here, if I remember correctly. It's the cigarettes. Nope. Nope. No. Perhaps I'm losing my mind. That's the bike. I swear there was something in here to read. That's the annoying music tape. That's me opening and closing the same drawer. Yep, that's Street Fighter. Yeah, I think it was this. Oh, we're back to this. Okay. Captain Aliga, still her flowing skirt and sturdy jerking, descended the single shining thread to the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to the goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line to the stone floor. She swept chalky stone dust up from her canvas trousers and looked up at Aliga. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to enchanted moths that inhabited the island, trailed behind. Have I read this one? No, I haven't. Okay. Silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moths that inhabited the island, trailed behind them, leading the way back to the entrance, and I just realised that I didn't put my phone on mute. Naughty. Come on, you can do it. There we are. Phone now back on mute. From further into the labyrinth, moaning began to echo. The moan grew louder and clearer. The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Aliga's arms stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the darkness of the passage for the moment too long before noting Capsing's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. A great basin of the dead king's throne room lay below, the skeletal in Rollerton robes, the king haunched in a blue orb toppling over his royal sceptre. As he sang, wailing sounds flowed one by one through the cracks of the cave walls, pulling into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter behind the king. A long staircase hewn from rock led down to the chamber and from a passage at the top. Aliga said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention, and then you, but..." Yeah, I have actually read that one. Darn it. Well, that's fickle memory for you. So that means this would have been red. Okay. Which means you can come off. Yes, I know that I could go straight back from where I just came. But I want to do a check down here. Just for anything that I missed. Yeah. Let's see. No, that's not it. Downstairs. Yeah, because we're now technically upstairs. That's where I got it all wrong. Back out here. Round this way. Yep. Ta-da! Where's the light coming from for this? Well, we can turn you off. Let's turn you on. Dear Samantha, I'd like to cordially thanking you for having me to your abode. Yeah, I was actually able to read that one. Anything round here? Oh, that's the old assignments. Then we get to the furnace. Yep, that's about scholarship. Oh, yeah, that's the book. That's that bit in here. Yeah, this is what I was curious about. Oscar Mason, 1 Harbour Street, return to sender. Okay. Dear sister, I write that what shall be my last appeal to go unanswered one way or another. I feel a prisoner as on an island with no jailer, no human soul for commune. Only my one mind examining itself endlessly searching for relief. In the years since transgression, I have sought no absolution, only bare forgiveness. Good faith, I've removed myself from all temptation, sacrifice to prove my commitment, however I can imagine. Since mother's passing, I've yearned for nothing more than the acknowledgement of my own kin, to be treated as human again, to breathe the air of a human spirit once did. By grace, even a wretch like me could be saved. But I do not expect it. If not response is received, I'll go with if no response is received, I shall henceforth accept my sentence and one day simply cease to be. With a brother's love always, Oscar Manson. Oh, I was in the way. And pull you off. Okay. So we worked our way through here. Got us in here. And then we went round here. And this takes us up to the other side of the building. Right, let's have a look-see here. Psycho, oh yep. Fairly straightforward. That would have been easily readable. Okay. You. Yeah, and then this would have been roughly where we finished the episode, opening that door. Let's turn the lights on and see what we get here. Textbook. Offer of promotion. Dear Head Conservationist Greenbeer. Due to your exemplary management of the Flintlock prescribed burn operation last year, and the service need for experienced personnel to direct regional operations, we would like to offer you the position of Regional Conservation Management Director, responsible for operations throughout the northern West Oregon. Your post would no longer be the Flintwood National Forest. Instead, you would work at the Regional Management Office located at 128 Bullhorn Road. Your assistant would be sought in selecting a ranger to fill your former post. Please respond as soon as possible regarding your decision. We're very much looking. 95. Nice. Promotion. Hey Lonnie. Sorry my mum was such a bitch last night. She hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away, and then when she is home she takes it out on you. Like, because you're not a member of the family, she knows you won't call her on it, and I'm sorry. Haha, it's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mum lives in Florida. You have to have a mum every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up, the mum thing like that. I know, I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being totally serious. My mum is a psycho-Christian and her new husband, Don, is complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So would you rather live with your mum in Florida? No. That's a big no. No, nothing too important. Uh, 102 Kink FM presents Earth, Wind and Fire. Okay. So we have a closet. Guessing you're the important bit. Sam, this skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico. I love it. Merry Christmas. Miss you. P.S. Treasure always. Okay. What's the map of this place? Okay, so this does kind of meet up. Wow, before we get to the table in the middle. Manual Forestry Research Education. Let's put you there. Hi Jan, I got two tickets for Earth, Wind and Fire on Thursday, but my girlfriend says she doesn't want to go. Her taste in music rears its ugly head again. So that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More fun than cleaning brush in the freezing rain, right, Rick? Okay, so she went, that's good. Okay, whole lot of nothing. Still doesn't really explain where everyone is. Good, justice now. Okay. Pass Samantha to principal office. Okay, period 2, grade 11. Distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds. Okay. Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so we're absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges and from using your car for anything but going to and from school. We understand that what you're going through, but we can't allow you to continue this kind of behaviour at school. And clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to leave your bedroom door closed whilst Leon is in the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so we don't have this happen again, Dad.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
That's definitely not a good sign for how things work out. So this is a postcard we sent. Hi Mum, Dad, Sam. The Vatican is weird. As you see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. I've got to see all the art, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling and sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Very funny. Mum, we'll have to come back together. I'd love to be here with someone who really appreciates the history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics as pieces of important dead people, so you should come too. Next stop, Barcelona. Come down. Dad won't get gored by a bull, probably. Love, Kate. Okay. What are you then? First off, congratulations. Janice Greenbeer, Regional Director, and I say congratulations because, come on, you're going to take the job, right? What are you waiting for, an engraved invitation? Call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss the little outing you had with our favourite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast. But you sound like you're reading a lot into an innocent night out. You sure there's something there? You said he has an out-of-town girlfriend? You sure they're not serious? Okay, so we have a figure out when we see each other. see each other next in person. Enough with the letters. I owe you a congratulatory margarita. Boss lady, soon. Carroll. And there was another one over here. Accidental warrior. Don't give up on this, honey. Oh, they got a little vegetable thing out there. Plant type thing. So I'm guessing this corridor's gonna lead down this way. Yep. What are you? Sinister music. Is that as far as you come out? Okay. So this is... Not my sort of thing. It's probably got you worried about what is my sort of thing. That's cups. I'm not going to make the place messy. Oh, we have a letter here. Samantha and Danielle were in the woods one day. It was sunny and they were on a veranda. But they went to the bad part of the wood and it got dark. Danielle said, "Are you scarred?" So Samantha said, "No, are you?" They length and went more into the bad part of where they went to a part that was never there before, and there was a ship, a pirate ship, on the ocean. Samantha said, "I'll be captain and you be first mate." Danielle said, "Aye, captain." And they went on their pirate ship and started sailing away. Okay.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it. And then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie. And then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. For some reason, I almost believed him.
That's not sounding good for what's happened, especially with the fact that we're still in an empty house. So, Mr. and Miss Jonathan Blair. No, sorry. Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Blair request the honour of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Helen Margaret, to Richard Morris Peterich, Sunday, the 4th of June, 1995, at 4:30 in the afternoon, sunset, Lutheran Church, Seaside, Oregon. Sam schedule, working at Clown Burger. Oh, blinking light. Oh, it's just no one set the clock. Yeah, broken drawer, there it is. What is this only a half-fitted kitchen or something? Yeah, it's gotta be. Don't think. Yep, I thought they wouldn't. Ooh. Pantry? Oh, that's interesting range of things. Salad dressing. Oh. Okay. Congratulations on your new position, so she looks like she accepted it. Having received your formal acceptance of the letter, I wrote to congratulate you on the new position of Regional Conservation Director to the State Forestry Service. We wish you luck in your final weeks at Flintlock National Forest and very much look forward to welcoming you to your new desk at State Forestry Office 8 AM, May 1st. Okay, nothing going on there. June. Okay, he comes home this month. We'll call with exact date. June 3 to anniversary trip. Oh, this is like an extension. Yeah, this looks all enclosed, so... The accidental pariah. Dear Mr. Greenbar, let me be the first to say I hope this missive finds you well. Hell, it feels like goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Not. Worry not. We aren't the... Again? Worry not, we're not the feds, the men in black, nor other sort of creeping fascist. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimension is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird and ahead of its own time. The lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of pledged in bibliothons type of out there market shunning visionary appreciated that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. We've had a unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and revealing Christ or zombie-like timeless works such as NN, Best Marriage of the Snake Men, It's Inside Me by Jen Keller and ML Kettner's often banned. But ever since we discovered tattered copies of your accidental series at a church running sale in a Long Branch, NJ, we've been trying to track you down, the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just the kind of forgotten portal to the 20th century civilizations and delusion is that our readers logs their wins over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be dick-swiggling heroes, but that modern suburban America wants, but Jake Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless historical reviving Clediopath by night, in the twisted peacekeeper that deserves is our mission to bring his back to life. Okay, so I've typed plenty. What do we want from you now? We want your permission to reprint the work since your last original publisher folded a decade ago. You want you to supply a new forward for your books to appear in a brand new edition of The Accidental Survivor and The Accidental Parton, to be produced by unknown. So basically his idea of getting his books published again came through. Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary, June 327. We will be camping in the gorge, but we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry, the kitchen is still renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 on the table to order a pizza while we're gone. Be good, Dad. Okay. But at least his writings, he's sort of gone back to what he was doing. Okay, that's not a good sign. Lonnie, my parents are leaving town, so we'll have to have the run of the whole house till leave. Urgh. Okay. That's... Oh. Nope. Done there. We may as well open that just out of principle to say, we've been there. Booted out girls' school.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Oh, that's a bummer of a note to finish it on. Yeah, having a wonderful time at the beaches of Barcelona, Mums and Sam. I think you'd really enjoy the gaudy architecture. It's from a strange alien world. I am heading to my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long, that depends. I'm running low on money. I will look for cheap standby ticket and call you when I head home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you again. I'm still concerned about Sam. Okay. Okay. So, laundry room then. Nothing particularly. And then we're out here. With all the plants. It's revisiting The Accidental Human. It's thinking of another book. Well, more than thinking. Couples Counselling Retreat. That's the same date as the anniversary. Terence and Greenbar. Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of all the new editions. The cover art is really something. I know you said that Unknown Dimension isn't a business of printing new material, but I revived Interpret in my own work and has brought a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find very intriguing. It is reflective and introspective without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that is Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be exciting new direction for Unknown Dimension to pursue. At the very least, I'll be grateful. Yeah. Went back to writing. Da, da, da. Okay. You locked. Where we'll do it. Understairs, midnight.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
Okay. Oh, they said they did Ouija. Possession and exorcism. Oh, good. They tried to exorcise. Okay, I don't know who you are. Oscar. Oh. Attic key.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
This could be really bad. Am I actually going to find someone alive? I'm concerned where this narrative's going. Okay.
Oh my god. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
Okay. I was worried that we was going to find someone having committed suicide, actually. Read letters to Kate.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again someday. Love, Sam.
So yeah, that was Gone Home. Very, very interesting narrative. It's nice you kind of get to hear about the previous occupant of the house and how Sam seems to think that the house is haunted, and finding all the clues and the things that they left around them. The story of the mum, work and everything. The history of the dad with the writing, going through the slump on the reviews, to the point that his books sort of get revived. But I must admit, the way the main narrative with Sam was going, I was really worried that it was going to have a really bad moment at the end of this, but I'm glad to say it actually pulled out something pretty nice. Sound design, really good. It's not overpowered, they didn't overthink it, they kept it nice and simple. The music, acquired taste, depending. Voice acting, I was impressed at the voice of Sam that we got to hear. But the main narrative, I know I don't talk much. It's because I take it in as it's being said, and anything that I have to think about it happens in my head, and I like to respect the game and not talk whilst the game's talking. So normally by the time that it's finished talking, I've already processed what's going on, and it just doesn't get verbalised until I get to the actual end of the game, where I can actually see it all laid down like dominoes on how it works. But yeah, it has a good pacing, and I hope it all works out. Thanks for watching. Till next time, have a good one.